What's up guys, Blade Master here, bringing you game 2 of the semi-finals in the VODCA Flash number 3 tournament. This is another excellent game fought between myself and BX Baracus. I have taken the Vandals in this matchup and BX Baracus has taken the Ostrogoths. I believe BX Baracus had the first pick and decided to go with the Ostros, and I decided to take the Vandals because I only took Western Roman Empire and what was the other, and Saxons so far in this matchup. Now, with the Vandals, I've brought 3 Germanic Hurlers, I've brought 2 Alani Horsemen, 2 Germanic Lancers, and 2 Noble Alani Cavalry. I don't like bringing 4 Noble Alani Cavalry is is obviously a very good idea to bring in your multiplayer battles. God, this wheezing! Oh my god, my throat is just kind of fucked. I'm sorry. So, and it's really bothering me too. No, but the point that I was trying to make is my Noble Alani Cavalry, like bringing 4 Noble Alani is a smart idea generally, but the problem is that you're spending a lot of money, and at the end of the day, it's very easy for them to get caught in cavalry blobs, and especially against a faction like the Ostrogoths or the Visigoths who have Gothic Falksmen and Thracian Warriors. Once they get charged, once the Noble Alani get charged at by those Thracian Warriors, there's really not much they can do. So in that sense, you're spending a lot of money on a unit that's really not going to get you many kills. So in that sense, I've brought 2 Alani Horsemen who themselves have got excellent attack against cavalry, and they're very cheap. So that means I can use them as a substitute for the Noble Alani and just charging straight ahead and getting into those cavalry blobs. And I'll use the Noble Alani to try and rear charge and flank charge the enemy. God, I hope that wheezing doesn't really is not picked up by the mic. It most likely is. I probably sound like the biggest nerd with my wheezing. Oh my god, my asthma. I don't have asthma, but still. Oh man, I probably sound like the biggest fucking nerd. Anyways, I've brought 3 Noble Swaby Swordsmen in my first line. You can see this formation is something that I've chosen throughout this tournament. 3 Noble Alani, tanky, very elite infantry as my first line, and 3 Vandal Berserkers behind them, a Vandal Warlord, and 3 Germanic Archers. I've brought a shit ton of skirmishers this time because I want to get the most out of them. I know that Ostrogoths will be bringing Thracian Warriors and, whatever, Gothic Falksmen. And Gothic Warband even, who have very low armor. Now, BX Baracus on the other hand, Germanic Hurlers, 4 Germanic Hurlers, and 1 Germanic Lancer, 1 Gothic Lancer. I'm not really sure why he's decided to bring the Gothic Lancer. 1 more Germanic Lancer, 2 more Germanic Lancers, 3 Germanic Lancers, 1 Gothic Lancer, 4 Germanic Lancers, 1 Gothic Lancer, and 1 Noble Germanic Horseman with a Royal Sionis General. Now, he's brought 1 Thracian Oathsworn and 1 Thracian Warrior on his left flank, and he's brought a Gothic Warband and a Gothic Falksman on his right flank with a Thracian Oathsworn behind them. He's got he's got a Gothic Palatina Defector in the center with 3 Gothic Warband, 2 Gothic Warband and 1 Gothic Falksman. So a very nice mix of Gothic Warbands and Thracian Warriors, so Falxes and swords being used by him. I was pulling back with my Germanic Hurlers throughout this game and letting my Germanic Archers fire in. They've got a lot of ammunition for this sort of game, so I'm more than happy with letting them fire a lot of their volley into the Germanic Hurlers. Again, that means that I can get my Germanic Lancers on unimpeded charges, which is good for me. Also firing with one of my Germanic Hurlers onto his, maybe hopefully getting some shots in on the Germanic Lancers as well in the process. Now my Germanic Archers firing into the Germanic Hurlers, they're already shaken. I'm using heavy shot and popping precision shot just so that they can destroy more of these guys as soon as possible. Moving up with my Germanic Hurlers, they're taking some casualties, but I'm just basically trying to focus on either his Lancers or his Thracian Oathsworns. This entire blob is very nice for my Slingers and my Archers because all of them are units that really can't block missiles, which is perfect for me. So I'm taking my time. This is a rare move of patience by Blade Master, especially in Attila. I'm not really very patient in Attila, but I'm taking my time here. I know that I've got a very decent chance of winning this game because I've got arguably I've got the faction superiority, although these 2 factions are very well matched up. And yeah, just destroying one by one, slowly destroying his Germanic Hurlers. One of them is routing, the other one's wavering. Again, thanks to my Germanic Archers, these guys still have 12 ammunition for the most part. And some of my Germanic Hurlers have also got 66 kills, destroying a lot of his units. Now I've pulled up with my Germanic archers and going to start targeting his foxes. And since his Gothic Lancers have come in so close, I just decided, okay, fine, whatever. I'll just switch targets, hit the Gothic Lancers. They have very low armor. They've got only 8 armor. Holy shit! No wonder just heavy shot was destroying them. So they're down. I've killed 3 units of them, and now his Gothic Lancer, his Germanic Lancer, is going to charge into these Germanic curlers, which is good for me, I think, because I'm going to be able to charge in with my Noble Alani. Yeah, Noble Alani Cavalry right onto this Germanic Lancer. I know I wanted to use the Alani Horsemen, but in the heat of battle, I completely forgot about them. Now, I'm also going to charge in with Noble Swaby's Swordsman. I hope he doesn't get this charge in because that's going to be really bad for my Noble Swaby. He does get a charge in with his Germanic Lancer. I'm going to counter with Alani Horsemen. Noble Swaby Swordsmen are very heavy though, so they've only taken 19 casualties from that, which is good for me. Germanic Lancer are going to get destroyed by Noble Alani Cavalry there. And now he's going to move full strength with his Gothic Lancers here, and I'm going to counter charge. He's charged into my Germanic Curlers. They didn't have any ammo. I'm going to charge in with Germanic Lancers and then destroy the Gothic Lancer, pulling out my Noble Alani Cavalry just in the nick of time. Noble Swaby Swordsmen with 13 kills are going to face the brunt of this Thracian Warrior charge. Pulling out with my Noble Alani, getting ready to charge into these Gothic Foxmen, or sorry, Thracian Warriors. The Thracian Oathsworn have already made it into the battle, and now I'm going to charge in with Noble Alani Cavalry. 24, 29, 32, not the best charge. When you charge in with Noble Alani onto any sort of Fox unit, you need to make sure all of them die in the charge. Charging into Gothic Foxmen here with my Alani Horsemen. Again, the fact that they're cheap plays into my favor. They can make these kind of suicide charges, and I don't need to be too worried about them. Charging in with my Alani Horsemen, destroying the Germanic Hurlers there. Pulling out with Alani Horsemen here, and then charging in with Vandal Berserkers on Frenzy and Rapid Advance, getting a flank charge onto these Gothic Palatina defectors. Just off the charge, they're getting 20 kills, which is brilliant. Noble Swaby Swordsman got 56 kills, but really can't match the Thracian Oathsworns and the Thracian Warriors' combined deadliness in melee. Meanwhile, my Germanic Archers are firing into this blob here. Gothic Foxmen under heavy shot, look at them dying. The 48, 57, and 51 and 37 kills on my Germanic Archers. I've popped Noble Swaby Swordsman onto Shield Wall just because I thought that Germanic Lancer was going to charge in. Here, Noble Alani Cavalry got only 76 kills and then just got ganged up on by Foxes or Ramphayas and Germanic Lancers. He's brought his Vandal Warlord here, or sorry, Royal Stayin is very close, and then using Flaming Shot with Precision Shot, and then charging in with Germanic Lancers to try and pull them, to catch them. But here I opt in to just charge into the rear of these Thracian Warriors, and I'm also coming in with Alani Horsemen. Good lord, that charge. I'm sure they're going to get a ton of kills from that. Yeah, on such high value targets, you definitely cannot allow your Thracian Warriors and Thracian Oathsworns to face that sort of charge. Vandal Berserker is going to destroy Gothic Foxmen, who are in very low in number. Pulling behind my Noble Swaby Swordsmen. It looks like they're about to get charged at by Noble Germanic Horsemen, which is going to be terrible for me. I'm going to be pulling in with my Noble Alani, my Alani Horsemen right at the last second, and then also charging in with Noble Alani, just desperately not letting my Noble Swaby Swordsmen die from that. And here, Vandal Berserker is down to 12 units, but destroyed a lot of the Gothic Palatina defectors and stuff. Germanic Archers, 52, 60, and 63 kills. The Vandal Warlord is in a good position for me now. And the Germanic Hurlers as well, 47 kills, racking up the kills against these Royal Saionis. Sorry, not Vandal Warlord. Being very ballsy with his Germanic Hurlers because he doesn't have any ammo on them is BX Brackers pulling away with my Noble Alani Cavalry, letting my Noble Swaby Swordsmen tank out this battle. And of course my Alani Horsemen can just be sacrificed because they're cheaper. Royal Sayon is down to 22 units. He's got the Thracian Oathsworns at 20 units left, 21 left in the Royal Sayonis. And this Noble Swaby Swordsman, this Vandal Berserker is doing very well, 67 kills but holding out. I've got this Noble Swaby Swordsman in Shield Wall, and I'm going to issue a move order past all this big blob. Right now, these three archers are in a very precarious position. I do have my Vandal Warlord, Vandal Warlord General so close by. The Germanic Lances do get into them though, which is terrible for me. He's pulled out with his Royal Saiones, getting heavy shot on the Thracian Oathsworns. 66, 65, and another full strength Germanic Lancer charge onto these Germanic Archers, which is pretty shit for me. this is going to be interesting because the Germanic Lancers made it into them, getting a lot of kills, and I do have quite a decent bit of ammo on them left. I rear charged with my Noble Alani Cavalry here and destroyed his Gothic Warband and Noble Germanic Horsemen. And now I've got a lot of units left. I have a full strength, basically, Noble Alani, Noble Swaby Swordsman. This Noble Swaby is, it wasn't on, I removed Shield Wall on them and then charged into the Gothic Warband, popping Frenzy as well. And they're going to make short work of these Gothic Warband. Of course, Noble Swaby Swordsmen will be absolute beasts in Shield Wall, but even without Shield Wall, they're a very good unit to just charge in. Now, Noble Alani Cavalry against a very depleted Royal Sionis, he did very well to just charge in with his Germanic Lancers and prevent me from getting the complete brunt of my charge onto those Royal Sionis, because he would have lost his general in that process. Here my Vandal Warlord in the thick of things, but destroying the Germanic Lancers tried to get a charge in. I'm pulling away with my Vandal Warlord and then charging in with Noble Swaby Swordsman. He's still got basically a full strength Thracian Oath Sword with 88 units left. I have some more Germanic archers though who are still fighting. His Royal Scion is wavering now. I need to get those, I'm obviously focus firing on them. With 15 units left, they've stopped wavering for some reason. But with Flaming Shot, I think it's only a matter of time before they die. Enemy General is dead. Perfect timing. Enemy General is dead. They're going to make it into the Germanic archers, but I still have more of those guys. Full strength Germanic Lancer rear charging my Noble Swaby Swordsman, but they're very heavy, so they can tank that out. At the very least, they won't die. They won't rout immediately. It's going to give enough time for my Vandal Berserkers, who have popped Rapid Advance and Frenzy on, to get a rear charge on these Thracian Oath Swords. And the Thracian Oath Swords really don't like getting rear charged. Their shitty armor and shitty health and terrible melee defense means that Vandal Berserkers are going to get a lot of kills on very high value targets. Noble Swaby Swordsman here getting 82 kills and destroying this Thracian Oath Swords. And I think it's a GG for me. Sorry, GG to BX Brackers and a win for me. So another Pyrrhic victory, and again a very fun battle fought in the semifinals. I've now proceeded to the finals of the Flash tournament, and I hope I'll be able to bring those replays to you guys. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this battle and stay tuned for more. Peace.